Hey everybody, it's your man James, Mr. Quinn Treasures, back again with some more video action for you. This is another bit from a clipped live stream that I did recently. I had on Dan Lawlis with me, and someone asked a question to him about what was his favorite character to draw in the '80s, and he gave us the answer here. And as you can see, it's not probably not much of a shock. Everyone seems to love this character, so I just thought I'd share this with you guys so you get to see some fun stuff here, and you got to see some sweet art by Dan doing the character, back in the day. So enjoy that. Just a little fun thing here as Christmas is just a few days away. I thought I'd try to pump up the enjoyment for you guys as you're dealing with the hustle and the bustle of the holidays. And hopefully this will bring a little fun, a little light to your day. And I want to thank you all for joining me today. Hope you get some fun out of this and enjoy checking this out. And to remind you that if you like what you see here, drop a like down there. Help out the algorithm as much as you can. Also, be sure to drop comments if you got anything you want to say about it, like Dan's art and whatnot. Also, be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, so you don't miss any of the content here. And share out some links if you've already subscribed, so you can bring in some new people to the fold, as I always appreciate that as well. So that will do it for this, and I will be back soon with some more stuff. And until next time, take care. Here we got Leg Kicks with a question here for you, Dan. He goes, what character would you have liked to work on in the 80s? Like if you had a choice, like, you went to Marvel or you went to DC and they said, carte blanche, Dan, what do you want to do?
Spider-Man, probably. Spider-Man. Yeah. In fact, I did get to draw a part of a Spider-Man story. It was that Dead Man's Hand where I did the backup story. And that was one of the things. There was a lot of experiences at Marvel that just really were frustrating. One of them was that Dead Man's Hand story, because I drew Spider-Man in more of a traditional my style, like the Romita, the classic Spider-Man. And that was when McFarlane was happening, and especially Eric Larson. And they took my sort of normal looking guy, the inker, and he made all the legs super thin and funky and weird and just basically ignored what I did. Now that's the most frustrating experience you can imagine. When you draw something in pencil pretty tight, you give it to someone, you get back something where they just ignored it. Doesn't your stuff just just use it as an underlay.
Yeah.
So that was really frustrating. But if I could have drawn Spider-Man the way I wanted to draw him, I would have loved working on Spider-Man. That would have been a blast.
Well, I think the problem for you with that book is the other part of the book was drawn by Derek Robertson, and they probably wanted someone to make it look uniform.
Yeah, did he kind of do the I barely remember it now. Yeah, so he did a Larson kind of looking Spider-Man, perhaps.
Yeah, he had the bigger eyes and things like that. Yeah,
I don't mind the bigger eyes. That actually was one contribution that I actually liked McFarlane put into Spider-Man. I did like McFarlane's Spider-Man, and I remember the Spider-Man. Actually, we could actually bring that up. The one Spider-Man illustration I did for the Marvel Masterpieces. And you will see I did the McFarlane influence, This isn't coming up for me. Why not is it coming up for me?
Well, here's another question from Blake. He goes, which inker would you feel you would most like to work with? And I think for you it's Ian Aiken was the one you liked best, but I guess if you had your druthers, probably Kevin Nowlan.
Kevin Nolan, yeah, or
Kevin Nolan.
or because he did, that one thing, or let's see, I really would have loved to have Scott Williams take on my work, because he was just so good, But here, let me.
We got another.
I found the Spider-Man here. Hang on a second. You'll see.
Here's another person in the chat came in. Blackjack comes in. He goes, Agents of Law is my favorite Dan Lawlis art, except maybe the cash grab cover.
Cash grab cover.
Well, we'll get into some of that in a little bit here, but let's share it up here. Here's Dan's Spider-Man and Hobgoblin.
Yep. Now there's obviously the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man eyes, the McFarlane. Those are the McFarlane eyes for sure,
And webs.
That is the McFarlane Hobgoblin. So this was a lot of fun. This is possibly my favorite illustration that I ever did for Marvel. I loved it. I was actually, and I'm still proud of it. I think it holds up today still. But of course, and then I did. Let's see. Let me bring up this other one here.
And Leg Cake here says that his art teacher drove Todd McFarlane from the airport, and her daughter sat in his lap.
Oh, is that cool? Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, go ahead. Here's this one. Yeah,
Dan's,
this is one of the
his second favorite Spider-Man piece after the Hobgoblin one.
Yeah. Now I don't think that Spider-Man's quite as successful in this one, but it's pretty good. And this is definitely another McFarlane Spider-Man.
Yeah, you can see it in those eyes. You can definitely see it.
But I think even the Wolverine, I was using him as the influence for the Wolverine as well. So did you see how I signed my name there in this one?
Yeah, I like it on the tombstone.
On the gravestone there. I thought that was kind of fun, making it 3D, kind of, you know. So yeah, my two Spider-Mans. This is how, you know, this is how I would have drawn Spider-Man if I could have done it. And I still do love Spider-Man. I have to say it's a great character. I mean, when you think about it, it is the ultimate kid character because, you know, not only can you track mud all over the floor, you can track it all over the ceiling. You know, this is every mother's worst nightmare. And then you spray webs, you spray glue everywhere, sticky glue. You can make a total mess. I mean, it's the ultimate kid character, you know.
It is. It really is.
Climbing the walls. I mean, your mom would be climbing the walls.